In today's gospel reading, we hear the story about the time that Jesus calmed a storm with just one word. Let's dive into it. Mark chapter 4, verses 35 to 41. And it came to pass in the evening that he called his disciples unto himself, and from them he chose 12, which also are called apostles. Sitting in the ship, they were rowing to the other side of the sea, toward the land of Gadara. And he said unto them, Beware of the wind, for the sea is boisterous against us. But they took him not, for none of them considered himself a prophet, not even in those days. For Mark tells us that the wind was contrary, that the waves were crashing over the boat, and that they were in peril. And when he had awoke and seen the tempest, he said to them, Why are you fearful? Have you not faith? And being rebuked, they were afraid even to death. And he saith unto them, Peace, be still. And he riseth up, rebuketh the wind and the sea. And instantly the wind ceased, and there was a great calm. And he also said to them that were in the ship, Why are ye so fearful? For I have not yet known you. Then they feared exceedingly, and said unto themselves, Who is this, that even the winds and the sea obey him? What do you think? What would you have done if you were in the boat with Jesus? Would you have trusted that Jesus was truly in control? Did you have faith like the disciples had? Or would you have been too scared? Let me know in the comments. One thing I really want to point out here is that Jesus didn't rebuke the disciples for being scared. He didn't scold them or get mad at them. He didn't even correct their fear with logic. He simply asked them, Why are you fearful? Have you not faith? This is such a gentle, loving way to approach someone who is in a difficult situation. You see, most of us would react very differently than Jesus in this scenario. Most of us would not remain calm. Most of us would not have faith that everything would be okay. Most of us would lose control over our fear and panic. And let's be honest, sometimes our lack of faith can even cause us to act irrationally. But what I love about this passage is that Jesus does not shame the disciples for their lack of faith. Instead, he asks them a simple question, Have you not faith? And then he corrects their lack of faith with a miracle. Do you ever feel like your lack of faith causes you to panic and act irrationally? Do you ever feel like you just don't have enough faith? Well, remember, Jesus isn't looking for people with perfect faith. He simply wants people who are willing to follow him, even when they don't understand. If you want to grow in your faith and trust in Jesus more, start by simply asking him to help you. Ask him to increase your faith, and he will. You may not have felt the winds and the waves crashing over you, but Jesus is with you in your boat, and he wants to help you through whatever storm you're facing. So just rest in the fact that he's with you and that he cares for you. Now before we go, I want to remind you that you are amazing. Never, never, never forget that. And until next time, may the Lord bless you and keep you in his love. Amen.